Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Leila and today I have a special video. After over a year, I am back with another tattoo video. Last time I shared with you guys that I got tattoo on my back and I made a video sharing how it was because I feel like some placements are more interesting than others in terms of you are not always sure how it's gonna feel like. Is it gonna be hurtful or not? Some places also on your body are more sensitive than others. So whenever I get a tattoo on a body part that I feel like this might be interesting for other people to know, I feel the need to share it. And this time the same thing happened. I got two new tattoos recently and one on my rib. It's my second one on my rib. I already have another one on the other side and one on my chest, which is called Sternum tattoo. And this is the one that I want to make this video about because prior to getting this tattoo for about 2 years, I did my research. I was saving all the inspirations just because I always found this placement so beautiful and so feminine. I just love female body, and I love tattoos that emphasize how beautiful female body is. So if you're thinking about getting sternum tattoo and you would like to know more, or if you're just a tattoo fanatic like me and you love to watch other people's videos about their tattoos, I don't know what's up with that, but I feel like I watched every single video about tattoos on YouTube. It's just like my obsession. I don't know. If anything I stated before can be applied to you, then keep on watching. So first of all, the sternum piece that I got, let me show you how it looks like. So as I said, I wanted sternum tattoo for about 2 years. Ever since I got my first tattoos, I started getting more and more ideas about all the tattoos I want to get. And honestly, in my head, I feel like I already have like 20, but on my body, I only have 5. And sternum tattoo was one of those tattoos that I was looking forward to get. I was so excited, but I was so scared because this tattoo is the biggest piece I have. So I never had also a picture. I only have writings on my body. So this one was my first, picture. So as I said, I was saving so many tattoo designs as inspiration and I wasn't sure what exactly I want to get. So I knew I'm not going to get it until I'm 100% sure and I know what I want to get. And also it's important for me that my tattoos mean something. And when I just started wanting to get sternum tattoo, I didn't have an idea what it will represent. So it took some time for me to actually come up with design. And even though I wanted sternum tattoo for 2 years, I think like eventually the design idea came to me less than a year ago. I knew I want to have rose here and at the same time I knew I want moon, and I saw a lot of tattoos with the moon and other flowers, and a lot of them were moon with the lotus, and it's beautiful, but like to me I wanted to have a rose, and I'm gonna explain the meaning behind the tattoo. We're gonna get there, but it was very important for me that these two will be together, and it was just so hard to imagine it because I wasn't able to find anything like that. And then eventually, you spend hours and hours, days and weeks on Pinterest, and eventually you start finding more what you are looking for. So I started seeing more tattoos with a rose and a moon together, and yet still what I wanted I could never find anywhere, which is awesome because obviously you should never steal anyone's design. You can get inspired but never to copy anyone's tattoo. So I did not copy anyone's tattoo. I was just looking for inspiration to better see the idea I saw in my head, but I was just like not able to imagine it in real life. So I wanted to find something relatively similar to what I see in my imagination. And a month ago, I had to travel back home to my home country, to Kazakhstan, to my hometown Almaty. And I have my favorite tattoo artist there, the girl that I went to last winter, last time I visited Almaty. She's so amazing. She's so talented, and I'm so lucky that as of now she's based in my hometown, so I can like travel back home and like get tattooed by her, because I'm obsessed with her works. And this tattoo is my second done by her, but in total I have 3 tattoos done by her, and I honestly am obsessed with her. I don't think I'm gonna leave her, you know, Instagram in the description box, just because first of all, she is in Almaty right now, and I don't have even viewers from my country, from Kazakhstan. Most of you guys are from the western part of the world, the US, UK, Germany, hello. So all these countries that like, I don't think you guys will even go to Almaty, but I think the girl actually plans to move somewhere. So either way, I don't feel good about leaving her credentials in my description box, because I don't know how she feels about it. But if you will be in Almaty, if you live in Almaty, if you want to know who she is, just DM me and I will share with you, because I'm more than happy to. I just feel kind of weird to make a video here and like expose her. I don't know, I just feel like not everyone wants like this kind of, you know, attention. So I don't know, I feel very scared about people's privacy, you know what I mean? Just like weird, I feel like. But either way, she's amazing and I love her, and she is my favorite tattoo artist because she created this amazing piece. So when I was going back home, I was like, you know, I was like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm getting sternum tattoo now or never, because I just can't find anyone good where I live, and I just trust that girl, and I know she works in this like floral feminine kind of style that like is exactly what I want, especially for this sternum tattoo. So I just saved all the photos that were relatively what I was looking for, or like what I want to have on my body, and I just sent her like inspiration, and I told her, so this is the idea I have. It's like moon, and inside the moon there's rose, and I also wanted to add like a star, because I just find it aesthetically pleasing. So I was like, I want the star, and I also want these, you know, like dots that look like kind of like, I don't know, whatever that is, like a bracelet or whatever, you know? I don't know how it's called. I should like find it. I actually don't even know how it's called. I just always like this like aesthetic. So I just told her everything I want and sent her some inspiration photos, and like I was like, I just want 1 rose, that's very important, not a lot of them, just 1, and like a moon, and like the way moon is also was important to me. So a lot of moments were important to me, but I gave her like freedom in like doing whatever she wants. So I did not see my design up until I came to the studio, just because that's how she works. I feel like every artist is different. Some might want you to come a few days before and like decide on design, but like this is how I do it with her. I just come and we decide right then and there, and then she tattoos it, you know? So I came and she asked me questions like, is this how I want it? What kind of rose do I want? And you know, it took her like half an hour to come up with the design. So she comes to me and she's like, here, do you like it? And it was exactly what I imagined, and I was so happy, because this is, I don't know, it's so amazing when you see something in your head and you're not sure, and you know, it's something I put on my body forever, so not knowing up until last minute how it's gonna look like exactly, it's always scary. But that's why I think you should find tattoo artists that you trust. I trust my girl, and I knew that you know, she's talented and she can do it better than I can even imagine, maybe, because I just cannot paint, I cannot draw. So I admire people who are able to do that, especially tattoo artists. So I was just like, I put my trust in you, and she did it. So now meeting. So basically there are two meanings and like two reasons why I wanted moon and rose. First of all, I find roses and rose tattoos especially so aesthetically pleasing. They're just beautiful, period. And also moon, you know, it's like maybe it is very common to have moon and rose, but I feel like that's why it's important what it represents to you. And to me, my name is Leila and it means night in Arabic, and I feel like I always, as a teenager especially, I was like, I always stay up late, you know. I'm now trying to change that and like have normal sleeping schedule and like daily routine, but I always found that at night I feel the most inspired, and like I love spending time with myself, by myself at night, you know. I love to read, I love to listen to music and do all the things. So night always was a special time for me, you know. So obviously moon is that symbol of the night, so it's like my name and also my personality, you know. So yeah, I knew that I want moon because it means so much to me. And then rose I wanted, as I said, because it's aesthetically pleasing, but also because I'm a huge fan of Tupac and I grew up listening to his music and I still love his art, and like he's one of those artists that I will love forever and I just admire so much. And he has this poem called Rose That Grew From Concrete. There's actually kind of like a song that was released after his death where he actually reads these words, and it's actually called The Rose That Grew From Concrete. So you can like look it up and listen to it, because it just like, it feels so much better when you hear it from him, you know. But I'll do my best to read it right now. Okay, I feel so weird because like it's so personal to me, but I also like, I want to share it because I do think it's such a beautiful poem, but I also feel like it's so personal, so I don't feel like comfortable. So anyways, the poem. Did you hear about the rose that grew from a crack in the concrete? Proving nature's laws wrong, it learned to walk without having feet. Funny it seems, but by keeping its dreams, it learned to breathe fresh air. Long live the rose that grew from concrete when no one else even cared. I was trying to read it like in my own way, but I kept hearing Tupac's voice in my head as I was reading it, so I was trying to, you know, not do that and like not try to sound gangster right now, but I literally heard Tupac in my head right now. So it was weird to be myself as I'm reading this. And also like there is like this part in that song, The Rose That Grew From Concrete, where he kind of says, we wouldn't ask why a rose that grew from the concrete for having damaged petals. In turn, would all celebrate its tenacity, and we would all love its will to reach the sun. Well, we are the roses, this is the concrete, and these are my damaged petals. Don't ask me why, thank God and ask me how. It's both tribute to him and like just my love for the artist, but also it's this poem and like me seeing myself in this poem. I do think I'm the rose that grew from the concrete, so there is that. So therefore these two meanings together make this whole like image of how I feel about myself, and that's why I knew I need to wait for my idea to develop so I know what is the meaning behind my tattoo. But it's totally cool if your tattoos don't have a meaning. It's just, I'm one of those people that everything needs to have a certain meaning, otherwise it's just like, what's the point, you know? Maybe one day I'll get a tattoo or tattoos that don't have any meaning besides the fact that it's pretty, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. And then the star has no meaning pretty much, it's just like aesthetically pleasing. I just wanted to make it all look better and flow better, and this is definitely my favorite piece because it's so beautiful and it has this deep meaning that, like, you know, if anyone asks me on the street, I'm just like, yeah, it's just a rose and just the moon, but like for me it's like literally me. Like moon, me, hello, night, right? Rose, also me, hello. So it is definitely very personal, but as you guys are my friends, I can share it with you, but even sharing it with you feels very personal. So let's move to the next point. I personally never feel pain when I get tattooed. I don't know, I do feel pain, but like that pain is kind of enjoyable. And I feel like whenever you say that, if you're one of those people, like me, people are like, what the fuck, is this like some sort of kink you have? But I don't know, I feel like because I know I'm doing this by my own will, you know, and because I do it for myself and this is art on my body, I enjoy it and I just enjoy the process. With that being said, as this was my 4th tattoo, but I did get one on my rib after this one, it was the most painful tattoo I have ever gotten, and I actually at some point felt like I will pass out from pain, because at some point she asked me closer to the end to stand up. So when I was standing up, she was finishing up some, you know, details, and that's when I was like, oh my god, I cannot do it. But there's nothing that I couldn't withstand. That's the thing, like, it did hurt, and I do feel like this placement was the most hurtful for me. And keep in mind, they do say that your ribs hurt. Ribs are nothing compared to sternum. Like, I got both of my sides tattooed, my ribs, and it's not pleasant, but like compared to sternum, that was nothing. And I do have tattoo on my spine, you know, so that's also, people say that's hurtful. This placement can be hurtful. Honestly, my back did not hurt at all, like compared to every tattoo I have. And then one here, like basically it's so small you can't even, like, it was so quick that I didn't even feel anything. But sternum tattoo, I don't want to scare you, but like, you need to go prepared. If you have low pain tolerance, then like just be prepared. I feel like a lot of times you just need to know what you're doing. Like if you know this is not just getting your nails done kind of procedure, it's like, you know, the needle on your body, obviously it's gonna hurt, but if you're like mentally prepared for it, I feel like there's nothing you can't do. But I think this is important to mention that this piece also was the biggest that I've ever gotten, and maybe that's also why, you know, and this placement was very hurtful. If you expected for me to say it was nothing, it was quite a lot. But it depends on you and your body. I just don't have a lot of flesh here, you know, it's just like very bony area. So I think that's why I felt it more, because it was just like skin and bones, so it just did not feel nice. Price-wise, I don't know how relevant it is to you guys, because as I said, I got it done in Kazakhstan, and you know, currency rate is different there. So I don't know how much I would pay for this tattoo in Europe or like in the US, because majority of you are American viewers. So I don't know how much I would pay there, but as I did get it in Kazakhstan, I paid $99. I just checked the currency rate and that's how much it was. However, this girl is so amazing that she actually is quite expensive, even like for Almaty, you know, but it's still so much cheaper than getting it done in Europe. But still, you can get it even cheaper in Kazakhstan. So I think getting tattooed in Almaty is just the best thing ever, because there are so many talented people there, but at the same time, you don't spend as much as you do in the West, you know. So I never do anything extraordinary. All of my 5 tattoos, I only would put Sanderm on top of it, which, if you don't know what Sanderm is, it's like this tattoo bandage that helps you keep your tattoo sterile so nothing gets there, and it really helps me so much to heal. I honestly just put it on and keep it on for 5 days, and then on the 5th day I remove it and I clean it with, you know, soap, and that's it. Like, I put on lotion, never did anything extraordinary. And I do think it's because I always had tattoo artists who would use Sanderm. So I know that not a lot of artists are doing that, but I feel like now more and more are also switching to Sanderm, and I do think this is the best way to heal your tattoos. So my advice, even if your tattoo artist doesn't put it on you, maybe you should just get it yourself, and whenever you get tattooed, you can always just put it on and like keep your tattoo clean and not have any headaches with how to take care of it. In conclusion, I'm so happy with this tattoo. I love this placement so much. Do you need to get sternum tattoo? I don't know, but if you're watching this video, I guess you do want to get it. So if you want to get it, go and get it. I am so obsessed with it. I cannot wait for the bikini season to start so I can, like, you know, show more of my tattoo. Actually, 2 new tattoos that I have, because all of my tattoos pretty much are on closed body parts that I don't show in everyday life. So it's exciting when, like, you know, you finally are able to show the world what tattoos you have. Tell me I'm wrong, like tell me you don't feel that way. I feel like everyone feels that way. I'm just the one who actually is able to say it out loud. So yeah, I'm very excited to have it. I am not over having it. Every time I look in the mirror, I see it and I'm so happy with it. I even got a navel piercing right after I got this tattoo because I just felt like it will flow so much better, and just like now I love this part of my body because it just like all flows together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click that bell to get notified about my new videos. Leave the comment down below letting me know if you like my new tattoo, if you love tattoos, if you want to get one, if you have any. If you don't love tattoos, just why are you even watching this video? Honestly, let people live and live your life as well, you know? I hope this video was helpful and helped you decide if you want to get sternum tattoo. Make sure not to copy anyone's works, okay? I love you guys. We'll see you in my next video. Bye!